Today we're going to talk about how much you should charge your clients, about how to use contracts and agreements, as well as what happens if you know a little about a lot. Let's jump in. I am James, and this is yet another Espresso Monday. I've got 3 questions today. Let's jump in. So the first question is from someone called Man, and he asks how to decide how much to charge clients. For example, a WordPress site with 8 to 10 static pages. First of all, man, I would suggest do not base your pricing on such specifics as how many pages you have on your website. Instead, try to understand, or actually ask your client, what exactly do they need this website for? What are you trying to achieve? Why do you need it? You know, is it just because everyone has it, or are they having some goals, some targets they want to achieve? You know, increase sales online or increase their exposure for their brand. Most of the times they will have a purpose. And if you ask this question and if they tell you this purpose, it increases your value in their eyes because you are about to match their purpose, to give them what they are after. The other thing is always ask, what is your budget for this particular thing? So for instance, if they say, yes man, I want to have a website to increase my brand's presence in order to sell more cupcakes. So you ask the question, what is your budget? How much are you ready to invest to increase your brand's presence? So you basically, there's a bit of psychology going on, you know, you ask them, how much are they willing to invest to achieve this result? So there's a bit of manipulation, but in a good way. So that will immediately increase your price range, and obviously then you can base it on how much they have the budget. Because if you are the first one who says, you know, this is how much the website is going to cost, a lot of times you will underprice yourself. Most of the times they have a lot more budget. So tap into their budget. Okay, then now the next question is from Chris, and Chris asks, any advice on when to start using contracts and terms of agreements in projects besides the basic email correspondence? Aloha! Hashtag Espresso Monday. Good one, Chris. Okay then, what I would suggest, again from my own past experience, whenever possible, try to introduce at least the basic form of contract and agreement. You don't have to go overboard, you know, just create a little template. If you have someone to get advice from someone from legal field, do that. You don't have to create, 10-page agreement, something basic, so that you both see and agree what is included in this project, what is included in this budget. So everything that goes outside of that, you can charge more based on your hourly rate, because I spoke to you on YouTube. You've been involved in web design for quite a long time, and you probably know that clients will try to squeeze every penny out of you. They'll be like, can you just do this? Can you just do this as well? And you're like, man, it wasn't included in a contract. Here's the contract. So as soon as possible, at least the basic form. Really hope this helps you. Now, the third and the last question comes from Misty. And Misty asks, I have increased my paying clients, which is great. But now I want to create even more amazing sites for my clients. But I'm stuck. Because basically I know a little about a lot. What is the best way to go from here? Shall I learn CMS, which is Content Management System? Actually, there's nothing wrong about knowing a little about a lot, because that's exactly the case with me. If someone asks me, what are you expert in, James? I can say web design is my field, but I wouldn't say I'm expert PHP coder, expert front-end developer, expert designer, so on, so on. I just know a little about a lot, and that's actually a good thing. I'll tell you why right now. Basically, if you know a little about a lot, you can get a lot more extra pair of hands in your team, and you know what to expect from them and how to delegate them. Because there have been cases where, a professional web designer, not a developer, a web designer, that's his niche, web design, hires a web developer to help him out on his project. But he is so into web design that he doesn't know about web development, about the code, how code is structured, and so on and so on. So he can't really delegate the tasks, and he can't partner up very effectively because he knows a lot about little. In your case, you know a little about a lot. So the second part of the question, learning about CMS, yes, I would learn CMS, and as you perhaps know, I always recommend WordPress, because WordPress is like, for me and for many other of my friends, web designer friends, it's been like a teacher. You learn from inside out, because once you install WordPress, you get your first framework or theme like Genesis or Xtheme. I'll leave a link below if you want to look into them. Once you install all of that, it's already working. There's no problem, just a few basic optimization settings, options. But if you want to take it to the next level, you can actually tap into the code and adjust bit by bit, make little adjustments that you need, and create more custom solutions. And then if you need some more advanced solutions, like, you know, something that involves PHP, JS, jQuery, you can get extra pair of hands from other web developers who will help you out. So learn WordPress and be happy about knowing a little about a lot. Welcome in the team. Okay, so yeah, this is the last question today. As always, keep them coming. This is Espresso Monday. I'm James Richman. Below this video, wherever you find it, YouTube, our blog, Facebook, leave your comment. Include hashtag Espresso Monday, or just shoot me an email, which is james@firstwebdesigner.com. See you next Monday. Where to go from here? Good? Please, darling, we're recording here. Right.